Hello everyone, welcome back to Toon Revival. We have a few irons in the fire right now transfer-wise, but I'm going to keep those under my hat until we know what's going on. Oh, who am I kidding? Let's have a look. We've made a few offers. We're looking for an upgrade in central midfield, and we've identified these two players as players that interest us. Nandez and Nkunku. I think anyone that is familiar with football in France would know that Nkunku is a player that was, I think, interesting PSG at one point. Or maybe he was at PSG. I can't quite remember now. Obviously, my knowledge of French football's rubbish. But he was on the shortlist for Arsenal, but that didn't really come off. At the moment, he's at Real Madrid, and he's got a release fee of 10.1 million, which is what we've offered. He's actually got a market value at the moment of 11, so we're on to a winner straight away. The contract that we negotiated with him will have a release fee of 13.5, so again, we'll make some money if someone comes in for him after we've had him for a while. But either way, you look at either of these midfielders, and they're definitely an upgrade on what we have at the moment. All round, they're better players. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. Also, if you want to have a quick look at the team, you'll notice there are a few new names that you didn't know before, starting with Henriks, who is our new starting right back. He's a very, very quick, very good defensive player. Can play on both flanks on the defensive side as well as in midfield. He could even play central midfield if needed. So he gives us some options. But if you look at that, his speed and acceleration are both 86 compared to Yedlin. Obviously, Yedlin is still quicker, but everything else is a massive upgrade. Ball control, dribbling, low passing, lofted passing. Its weak foot accuracy is decent. His form is pretty good. He's very good defensively. I think he's a massive upgrade and definitely a massive signing for us. On the other side, we are actually getting rid of. In fact, I think I've already accepted the offer, and he's actually gone. The other right back in the squad, who decided that he didn't want to stick around. He wasn't going to sign a new contract, so he had to get shot, and that is why we ended up getting Henriks. To be honest, I was perfectly happy with Yedlin, but Henriks came up, and I couldn't really turn down a player of his quality. Who else have we got then? So, scrolling through here, you will notice a couple of names, one of which very familiar, Coco. We signed Coco for only a few £1 million. He's on 15 grand a week. He's a very decent option for us on either side of midfield or as a right wing forward. He could even play as a left wing forward, cutting on his right foot. But he's more of an out and out winger. Certainly, he's got the speed and acceleration and the ability to cross the ball that will make him very useful for us. And I think in time he's probably going to replace Matt Ritchie as our starting right midfielder. And the other player is Todibo, or Tatibo, I think I heard the commentator call him in a previous game that I played with him. He is a speedy ball-winning centre-back who we've already been over. He's got heading, man-marking and interception skills, so that's going to make him a very decent player for us. Also, he can play as a defensive midfielder if needed, so we've really upgraded our midfield and our defence by buying that one player. That also has coincided with me transfer listing Fernandez, so he's going to be on his way out fairly soon. And also, it was oh yeah, pardon me, it's late again. It was confirmed a little while ago, but we actually did sell Kieran. I can't remember his name now. The Irish lad. He's gone. He's moved on to pastures new. In fact, let's go to the database and we can have a look at the transfer market news. So Kraft, we ended up selling him to Southampton for 12.5 million, which is a pretty decent deal for us, really, to be honest with you. Also coming down here, you'll see there was the deal for Henriks from AS Monaco, 16.4. So we basically ended up spending an extra 4 million on that player, but I think it's a good deal for us all in all. Moving down, couple here to Tebow and Coco. Coco's only cost us 2.8 million. He's going to be worth more than that in the long run for sure. But you know, FC Nantes, thank you very much for a good player. And Barcelona was where we got to Tebow from, and I think he's going to be excellent for us as well in time. So Javi Manquillo we sold to Burnley, as everyone knows, and Kieran Clark, there we go. Kieran Clark actually went to Levante for £5 million, which is a pretty decent deal for everyone involved, to be honest. He's still a good centre-back, but unfortunately he's starting to decline now, so he wasn't going to stick around for us for very long. And today we're playing Arsenal. We're going to get our asses handed to us big time. I have decided I'm going to change things up a little bit. A couple of years ago, I was playing with I was playing in the French league for a little while, and we played a 4-3-3 formation, but it was a different setup to this one. We actually played with one at the back and two up front, and they were like attacking midfielders. Now this might be overly attacking, I'll be honest. It could be way too attacking. It could leave us with all kinds of problems. But I'm willing to give it a go. I might just drag Shelvey back a little bit and just make him a central midfielder, so he's got a little bit more work to do in the centre of the park rather than pushing forward. But this means that Almiron and Shelvey will be operating between the lines, and also it means that they will be operating not directly behind the central striker, which means that they'll be able to spray balls left or right and hopefully make the most of their passing ability. So we're going to put Coco on the bench, and also Tebow I think is going to go on the bench today as well. Tebow I think can replace Fernandez. And Henriks, he's going straight in. We're going to put the big boy straight in, why not? Bravka's not looking too clever, so maybe we'll just put Darlow in for this game as well. I mean, we'll see how it goes. What's the worst that could happen, eh? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Let's go. I mean, the worst thing that could happen is we get absolutely smashed.
Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead up to kick-off.
Let's go.
Here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations
playing one defensive midfielder
camps.
is leaving us a little bit light. We're going to struggle to repel attacks, but
So
hopefully it will allow us to score more goals. Dear, it will allow us to score more goals in response. And we may very well end up just balancing things out and just playing a flat three-man midfield, as I was originally saying before.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Sounds like he's been smoking 40 a day, that lad, doesn't he?
And he's away.
I've overcommitted there.
Newcastle were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same.
Just to point out, Peter, that the
I have
fullbacks
to
are
remind
quite
myself
high.
that we beat
And what are they
Arsenal
trying to
last time,
achieve?
and we
Well,
are
it's
actually, I
obviously a
think,
move
still
to
ahead of
push
them in the league.
the
So
opposition
maybe
wide
they're
men
not as
back
good as
and
all
give them
that.
more to think about.
Jonjo Shelvey. Hits one!
Oh, off the post!
Danger averted for now. No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Hayden. Almiron. Plays it out to the wing. Good clearance and very necessary. That'll be a throw. Just brushed off the ball there. Let down by a lack of... Has a hit!
Oh my word! On an absolute platter, and I've just thrown that away. I'm gutted about that. I'm really genuinely gutted. You don't get...
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And the counter is on. Ritchie goes low. Chance!
Go on. Yes! 1-0. And I think that this formation might be paying dividends already. Again, I think it is going to really, really hurt us defensively. But it's so much more fluid going forward. Especially since we're playing out wide anyway, so those two attacking midfielders playing either side of the striker, they can really affect things.
So we have
And actually playing Shelvey in a central midfield role, it seems to, and I don't want to speak way too soon, but it seems to be giving us a little bit more bite in midfield higher up. We're intercepting a few balls earlier than we were before.
hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0.
Go on, that's not a foul, is it? No. Beautiful.
He's got
Go on, get on
options
that.
out wide.
Get on that, Ritchie.
Holding can hoist it clear. Henriks plays a clever pass.
Oh, he very nearly.
Socrates knocks it away. And the finish!
Oh, that's taken the touch.
Come loose. Another chance.
Header. Oh,
That's a fine save.
Well, you can't
so
ask
they're
for much
playing.
more than that. A difficult
I've
role
never heard
he
of
simply
Demirel.
had
He's
to
obviously
deal
a
with.
signing, a recent addition to the Arsenal ranks. What happened to Leno? Did they sell Leno? We're going to have to find out that later. I think they might have sold Leno. That's a terrible mistake. Unless Demirel is genuinely an upgrade.
Gorgeous control there. What an adventurous run from a defender. And he's there to cut it out.
Can't see it though. Leno's a pretty decent keeper. Obviously I've got a bit of an Arsenal bias
It's
being a fan, but
Ceballos.
what?
Kolasinac.
Is that how? That's not how you pronounce Danny's name. It's Danny Ceballos.
Included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. Bellerin delivers. Newcastle are looking odds on to go in at the break with their advantage intact. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Hayden. Half-time getting close now. Ritchie.
It might just be that this incarnation of Arsenal are pretty bad,
Tries to
but
dink it in.
I feel like we've been playing really well this
Deals
half.
with it effortlessly. Hector Bellerin.
I mean, if Arsenal do much worse, maybe we could pick up a couple of their players. They got some very good midfielders.
Torreira.
Maybe not in real life, but like Ceballos, he's...
Looking to get within range.
Go on, keeper. I don't know what I was doing running away from the player there. I was trying to mark a player that was offside anyway.
That's the end of the first half. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal.
Okay. So far, so good,
On the
but
first half?
things
Peter,
have
there really
often
hasn't
changed,
been
so we
an
need to
awful
make
lot to
sure that we
separate the two sides.
stick to this.
One goal scored from a breakaway, and that's it. So I'm expecting the second half to start in this manner too. And this is by no means decisive, and there's plenty of time left to get back into this.
Newcastle come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. Already up and running for the second half.
Newcastle really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Holding, plays it over
Tell you
to
what,
the
at
other
least
flank.
against Arsenal, this formation is really unlocking a lot of the potential of our attacking
Xhaka.
midfielders.
Xhaka drives it forward. Hector Bellerin.
Uh-oh.
Helps available out wide.
Uh-oh.
The ball's
No,
come
we're
loose
okay,
and the
we're
chase
okay.
is on. Hector Bellerin. In comes the cross. Jonjo Shelvey. Forward it goes.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach.
Close him down.
It may just freshen things up.
Yes.
He's left his man.
Oh, no.
And that'll go
Terrible
straight through
pass.
the keeper.
Absolutely abominable.
Papastathopoulos. Granit Xhaka. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Out towards the flank. Keeps everyone guessing. Can he deliver? Oh, really good feet from him.
What? Oh my God. That keeps happening. That keeps happening. You select a player, but he just seems to not track the ball. It's weird. It's like
Hector Bellerin.
you're crossing for one player. He can't get to it. Bellerin is absolutely fucking rapid. Good God, look at him go.
Hector Bellerin has it out wide and in space.
Arsenal are
Yeah,
definitely
you cross
going
it for
about
one
this
player,
the right way.
but because he misses it, the other player just kind of ignores it almost.
Just has to be done.
Oh, come on. There we go.
And it's been taken straight back. Henriks. Deftly done. And that has put paid to that. Ceballos looks to dink one in. Lascelles. Newcastle couldn't do a whole lot with it there.
Ooh.
They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Lascelles. Hayden plays it forward. Newcastle have it back and they can go again. Lascelles. Henriks. Jonjo Shelvey. Hayden. Played out to the right. Back into the middle. Jonjo Shelvey.
Newcastle are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
And he's showing a clean
No.
pair of heels.
Oh.
Arsenal need to give it everything they have. Kitchen
Right, we
sink
just need to
included.
play possession football now.
Share. Just a few more moments for them to hang on.
feels a little bit negative in the most positive of ways. It's weird to explain, but just kind of holding on to the ball. I don't really like it. Like, I would prefer to score that second goal. Fuck it, let's get a cross in.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
Lovely, 1-0. That'll do. Very happy with that. We'll take that. I'm very happy with the promise that formation has shown.
1-0 the score at the final whistle.
We've won at home, which is something that we've not done very often recently. So
sure a more comfortable
that will do.
Would have been preferable, but you can't expect to get your way all the time.
And we've got the wing forwards scoring, which is definitely something that I was missing out on early in the season, where everything was going through the centre forward, which made it very easy to mark us out of the game, because you take the centre forward out, you take the whole team out. Pretty happy with that. And Saint Maximin gets the 7.5 and the man of the match, and it's no more than he deserves. I mean, that's a pretty decent Arsenal team. I just don't understand why it's all going so wrong for them at the moment. There we go. So Newcastle United still in 9th position, but on the same number of points as Aston Villa, who unfortunately we lost to last time out, and Bournemouth. So with 6 games left, no, not 6 games left to go, what am I talking about? We've got a lot more than that left to go. We're only halfway through the season, but we're doing okay. We're doing okay. And now negotiations. We're straight back in. Let's see what's going on with these midfielders that we bid for. Okay, so Nandez is dead. That's fine. What I'll do is I'll add him to the listed players, and we'll come back to him later if we need to. Now, Nkunku. So their proposed weekly salary is 31,500, which unfortunately we can't quite afford. We're going to have to try and renegotiate him just slightly down. Not by much, but just by a little bit. Let's knock him down, and then we can give him a goal bonus to top him back up again. Fuck it, let's max out the goal bonus. What's the chances that he actually scores? Right, we're going to give that a go. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, Nkunku will be a Newcastle United player by the end of the transfer window. But until then, thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.